Gettysburg is absolutely one of my favorite war movies. Great cast. And of course, you do get Tom Berenger, Jeff Daniels, Martin Sheen, among others. And I remember I was a kid when I watched this for the first time. And prior to that, I did go to the real place. They have a really cool tour buses where you can hear someone, give the history and, of course, the graveyard and what have you. I remember I used to have a book and it was all about the war, how it affected the people, some of the young men and what have you, and just how, what basically a horror show the war was, and just getting to know like the locations. I guess so many people got killed on both sides that it basically flowed like a river of red blood. And that's something that always struck with me when I went there on vacation a few times. And another interesting fact was how it affected, people just trying to live their lives during this war. How, a woman was baking bread in her home and unfortunately she got shot by a stray bullet. And unfortunately, you do get a lot of stories about this time in that era. And I also have Gods and Generals, which is an extended cut. You have Jeff Daniels, Stephen Lane, and Robert Duvall as Robert E. Lee. So basically a double feature. And as I already said, it's an extended director's cut. So you had a lot of parts, put back into the movie. And I'm just such a fan of this era and Gettysburg as a place. I haven't been to Gettysburg in several years, but it's one of those places, you just get so much of the history. And what can I say? I just love it so much. And we did learn about this, when I was a kid in high school in a history class. And I guess what I could say to my history teacher, I wish I had so much of this passion as an older adult as when I was in class. And I guess for me, the older I get, the more I get interested in these war movies and the historic value. So I'll always remember watching Gettysburg and some other war movies in class as a teenager. So if you're out there, my old history teacher, wish I could thank you. Just really loved these movies and the history a lot more now. I appreciate it more as an adult than I did as a teenager, but that tends to be how it goes. And you have, of course, Cold Mountain, which is, I think it's based on a book. You had Jude Law, Nicole Kidman, Renee Zellweger. You had a lot of people like in, basically, I guess you could call them like similar to cameos, like people running their boats and what have you in the creek. And you have like some famous roles as basically civilians trying to make it through the war. So just a really good movie. And I realize, it's not a documentary, but God, you just have so many good cameos in this. Really good cast and good country music and what have you. So really love this one. Haven't watched it in a long time, but now that I'm reviewing it, I feel like maybe I should watch it again. So we'll see. You do have The Alamo, and I know there is an older version of it with John Wayne, which I guess it a lot of it isn't exactly accurate, but the older version of The Alamo, I feel like it's okay. This has Dennis Quaid, Billy Bob Thornton, Jason Patrick Wilson, and it just gave like a really emotional tone to this movie. You do get to know a lot of the characters, and unfortunately, war is very cruel, And you have a lot of basically young men in this movie that, have to face the horrors of war. So, really love this version. It's been a long time since I watched the older version with John Wayne, which is okay, but I guess that movie was kind of like I guess you could say like a bomb at the box office, unfortunately, and that had such a great cast in it as well. So, you could pretty much watch both versions and just have your take on it. Really love this version. I think it's from like 2004, 2005. Haven't watched it in a long time, but it definitely is a sad movie. Great cast though, but definitely sad of what people went through during this time period. So we have War Arrow. You have Jeff Chandler, Maureen O'Hara, and Susan Ball. Susan Ball, of course, was related to Lucy, and I just feel like she plays such a fiery role in this. And, you have the characters, of course, with the Native Americans, and what goes with that. You have, I believe, the settlers and them just clashing with each other, and them, you have the different female characters in this trying to run like a schoolhouse. And of course, with Susan Ball's character, she's like a mixed ancestry. And later on, she did lose her leg in real life, and she did die, I guess you could say, relatively young. I believe she died of cancer. So I definitely bought this movie in a Western collection. Really loved the cast in this, even though the movie's only like 75 minutes, so it's a pretty fast watch. And God, I don't know, what could I say about it? The first time I watched it, I just thought it was so well done. Of the civilians trying to make it through this time in history. And of course, you do have, Maureen O'Hara, great actress, Jeff Chandler. So I think I might watch it again sometime. It's been a while. I don't really think it's on streaming or on the movie channels, but I could be wrong. This is just favorite movie of me. I just love it. So if you can watch it, let me know what you think of this one. And of course, I'm going to go with The Guns of Navarone. It's got Gregory Peck, David Niven, Anthony Quinn, and there is 2 of these movies. Again, this is a cast of characters trying to fight against the different side. I think Harrison Ford is in the sequel, and I just really like both of these movies. I think some of them may be on streaming. Of course, I only have one of these movies. I don't have both of them. And I'm pretty sure the second one has Harrison Ford, but good casts. Again, group of people trying to do their part in the war effort. And of course, it's a very dangerous mission. And people know, they may not make it through working during this era, but they basically sacrificed themselves to what you could be told was, the greater good. But really love both of these movies. I think I watched part 2. I think it was during the summertime. Turner Classic Movies tends to show either part 1 or part 2. But like I said, this may be on streaming. It may be on streaming during like the different holidays, like 4th of July or, Veterans Day. Really love them. So these are definitely my favorite war movies. Let me know what you guys think of these movies. Hope you enjoyed this little, I guess you could say like me just going through the movies and what have you. But if you like these, hope you like them. Let me know what your favorite war movies are. Just really interested in that. And I know I did do one of these videos back when I was first starting out on my review channel, what have you. So you can always watch that as well. Let me know what you think I'm going to wrap these up. But thanks for watching, and I'm going to wrap it up. So thanks for watching or listening, what have you. Bye.